I am a Rotarian. My other is also a Rotarian too. Because both of us were inducted the same day. Honorary induction by Coach Henry. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's really an honor and privilege to welcome you to the Ministry of Tertiary Education, and seated on my immediate right is the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Tertiary Education, Mr. Waheed Kasali. So, my Permanent Secretary, sir, as you know, we've always had a very, very beautiful and robust relationship with Rotary Club Districts 911 then, 9110 then, but they've been divided into two because of the population of the Rotarians there. So, with us this morning is the DG, that's District Governor of Rotary District 9112. That is Rotarian Lanre Adedoyin.
Morning, sir.
Next to him is the DG elect. You know the way Rotary do their things. The incoming will always know. So, before I go on, I would want them to introduce. I want the DG to introduce this. I know most of them. I know most of them, but I don't want to reach your protocol. Because I know Rotary.
Let me do the introduction. Yes, good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. And I want to especially thank the Permanent Secretary for welcoming us warmly into his office, and I wish everyone a Happy New Year and I say compliments of the season. And let me introduce members of my team from Rotary International District 9112. My name is Lanre Adedoyin, I'm the District Governor. Next to me is the District Governor-elect, the man who will succeed me come 1st of July 2026 by the grace of God. His name is Layi Abidoye. Abidoye is Abidoye. It may look like Ade and Uye. So, and next to him is the chairman of Center-Based Management Committee of the Vocational Training Committee in Odumola Epe, Rotarian Fred Ijewere. As a matter of fact, when we did the inauguration, he was in his office attending to the send forth ceremony of 2 members of the staff. So he could not come physically. But for the 7 members, he attended virtually. The other 6 attended physically. So he was with us on that day too. And after that, he has visited the Vocational Training Centre in Odumola, where he donated 16 farms and also promised support for the phone repair session. So, welcome, Dr. Fred Ijewere. Now, we have the District Executive Secretary here with us. That's Omotunde Olaleye. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And the gentleman in white is the Chief of Staff of the District Governor, Oluwakemi Kalesanwo Sunmonu. And next to him is Desmond Otakponmwen, is the Special Assistant to the District Governor. We also have Rotarian Biodun Omolewa here, who is here as a Rotarian in our own right from Rotary Global Review. And we have our support staff from the media team, Oge, Peter, and Kim. They are all with us this morning to be part of the District Governor's entourage. Once again, we thank you for granting this audience, and we believe that our partnership that we started in 2018 has been rewarding, has been enduring, and is sustainable. And we want that cooperation to continue from time to time. So that's it for us now. Thank you.
Thank you. So, yes, sir. Like you know, sir, we've been dealing with Rotary for a while now, and like you said, since 2018. And I must say that it's been a very beautiful relationship. There's been continuity, and I'm very happy that there's also been sustainability when it comes to our relationship with Rotary. Apart from the Vocational Training Centre activity, Rotary also constructed one for us at the Omola in Epe. And as a matter of fact, I have with me some of the staff of the agency that work directly with these 2 vocational training centers. That is Mr. Lanre. He's the principal of Epe, that's the Vocational Training Centre Mola. And Mrs. Adeniran, she's the principal of Rotary Vocational Training Centre in Ijewere. And Madam Mrs. Azan, she's the director of coordinating Epe, because we have quite a number of vocational training centers in that zone, plus the Ijewere, so she's the one coordinating. The HOD, I don't know why she's not here. She was supposed to be, or she is supposed to be, because that HOD for training of the agency. I thought that she didn't come home, and she meets us for this meeting. Sam, since the inception of our relationship with Rotary, Rotary has done quite a number of good things for the agency. They have really supported us in terms of vocational training. Apart from constructing the center, they've also been giving us various equipment to work with. And so when it comes to the present administration's Things Plus agenda, in fact, they are number 1 with us. Most especially in the public-private partnership area, as well as the plus in base. Yes, in our base agenda. So, this morning they are here to meet with you officially. They are here on a kind of, I call it, consultative visit, as well as to sign the Memorandum of Understanding between the agency and Rotary. That has to do with Odumola Vocational Training Centre. Because when Rotary Vocational Training Centre at Ibubu was also set up, we had an agreement with Rotary at that time. Part of the agreement was to set up the center-based management committee, so that rather than everything being on the state government or everything being on Rotary, that committee will be in charge of the management, not the day-to-day management, but perhaps when it comes to, okay, we need certain things, what can you do for us to make the place the best place? So with us this morning, I'm actually meeting Mr. Fred Ijewere for the first time this morning. We've communicated on WhatsApp, but this is the first time we've meeting him. He's the chairman of the center-based committee of Odumola. And in a short one that he's been there, he has helped us. Because, sir, you would know, you would remember, you would recall, sir, that Odumola was not part of our budget for 2025. Because in 2024, when we were preparing the budget for 2025, we never knew we were going to have that vocational training. So we don't have any fund. We didn't have any fund for that place in our 2025 budget. But to God be the glory, sir. The place has started. The candidates in that area is also very, very collaborative, and Rotary too has also helped us. As I speak, sir, we have about 300 trainees there. Mrs. Mazan will talk about the center now. And Rotarian Fred Ijewere, I've come to understand that you don't use Mr. or Mrs. for Rotarians. Rotarian, you place the Mr. and Mrs. So Rotarian Fred Ijewere, who's the chairman, has been so magnanimous in helping us source for benches, fans, and some other equipment. And we, on the agency side as well, what we did was to I'm sorry, I'm a Yoruba woman. So I speak a lot of Yoruba. We went to our other vocational training centers and got some of the equipment that they were not using, but still able to start up the place. But I want to assure you that in 2026, the budget is already there for Odumola. It might not be enough, government is like a woman. No matter how much you do with woman, for body up, it will never be enough. So that's why we always like to partner with clubs like yours. So this one is that they're here to sign the MOU. They already have this with them. This is also it here. But before we go on, maybe you will talk before she talks, or she will talk more about that center, because they are the ones on ground. We are in Alawusa here. So, Mr. Azan, over to you.
The permanent secretary, the head of the agency, the DG elects, and the board, and my colleagues. I'm so happy this morning to stand before us and give us a brief about the Rotary Vocational Training Centre, Odumola. It's actually a blessing to that community, because when the place, when we were called to come and take over the place in June, the 30th June, it was actually, I couldn't talk about and say, because it was actually not ready. But because of the demand of the community and the KBAC, if we always call, hello madam, when are you starting? My people are waiting. So I was not looking at this place is not the KBAC that is building, but the Rotary. But the zeal that's in that center. Over 300. At a stage, we have to stop them from coming. We tell them there is no place to sit. They will tell us, don't worry, we will stand. Why we are here is just to learn. So I just look at the zeal, in them, in the trainees coming over, and the joy when you see them coming, that they actually want to learn. Then with the KBAC, because they actually supported us when we wanted to do decentralization, we moved around all the corners of Odumola, even where we never expected that we would go to do sensitization. He encouraged us, he supported us alongside with the chairman of the LCD. But today, we are happy to say that Rotary Vocational Training Centre, Odumola, is actually growing beyond what we actually envisage. It is actually a promising land, and they want to assure the Rotary that with your support, that even while I was at home during the day, I have a call from the Rotary and they said, Madam, are you Mrs. Azan? This, and we're able to talk. And it's what we have seen on ground, because the hall, when we're living, does not have fans, but today we have fans. We have additional donation of stool, though not enough, because the ones we have actually we have to move around all our vocational training centers to actually get those ones we have. We move around the vocational training center to get the ones we have. Then the benches, you will see at the stage we have benches there. We have to employ a carpenter at a stage when I don't know what we can take. We have to employ a local carpenter. Just say all these plants. We bought nails, just start making. And you see the joy that they even want, they don't mind where they want to sit, was actually in them. So that is just about Rotary. And I want to believe that it's growing beyond what we are seeing today. So today we started with 5 schemes. But because we have 5 schemes, we started with barbing, hairdressing, catering, makeover and fashion. But because of demand, we have a soap making at Asas, who does not actually have much trainees. And the trainees we have at Asas, they are majorly living at Oduegiri and the photographing instructor. So we have to relieve two of them on compassion that we have trainees who actually needed those trainees more than Asas. So I relieve those two instructors to join them. So we have 7 instructors, but 2 are on a Asas room. Yes, sir.
We also have planned this year to introduce some other skills like plumbing, tiling, painting, and then I think there's one other one again that we have plans of introducing this year, because we realize that those areas we need more skilled artisans in those areas rather than the normal one existing tailoring. So those technical aspects of it, we're thinking of introducing this year.
And the photography that Ijewere have taken over is going to keep the class and is on it already. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
So, how many secretary, sir? You have the floor. Yes. Yes, sir.
Thank you. This is a question. I want to give thanks, all honor and adoration to Almighty God, and it's for bringing today reality. And it's for starting 2026 this week. This is a good way to start. Because when we look at the past, we've had collaborations, and for today, something good is coming. I just want to certify what has been done so that we be on the same page and move forward when it comes to youth development and the center of excellence. But before then, I must acknowledge the timber and caliber here. Our Irokos here. Because for us to have this, it's like they belong to Rotary because they want to give back to the society. That is very key. We want to give back to the society. And definitely to give back, to look at a platform where you can what? You can invest, you can put in something, and there will be high return on that investment, not even to you, but to the individual that we want to. So that know that I want to acknowledge the DG, the present DG, and the DG elect. That's Lanre Adedoyin, and the DG elect, Layi Abidoye, very key. And somebody's names, I just must acknowledge because she kept mentioning that name. That is the chairman of the center-based management committee. That's Rotarian friend, Ijewere. So I acknowledge you. I want to use the DG and the DG elect as a point of contact to all the Rotarians sitting here. I acknowledge your presence here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting us strongly. And my director here, who has been doing so well, when it comes to vocational and every other thing concerning the agency for mass education. Our own Mrs. Kalesanwo, we call her Madam Beauty. Thank you very much. And the director, the coordinator for Epe Zone, thank you very much. And the principals here, and all the members of the director of the agency. Yeah, that's the way we operate here. Because of the number, there's a way we do the management, so that at the end of the day, we have the effective coordination. And at the end of the day, we at the KPI that we set for ourselves, we achieve. And the outcome is there, and we have a result that we can even tell Mr. Governor that this is what we are doing. Thank you very much. Then our press, both left and right, from Rotary and from the ministry and from the agency, they are all here. Yes, on behalf of the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Tertiary Education, I want to thank you for what you have been doing. For us, something that is guiding us is about the 21st century, because you cannot survive alone. It's about whatever we do here. You can see innovation, you can see creativity, you can see knowledge-driven program, and even in the area of ICT. Then above all, you can see, try to equip our youth with critical thinking skills so that they will be solution provider. They become very relevant in the society. And what we are doing key into SDG goals and even the demand of the present industry, particularly in the area of partnership. You must partner, you must collaborate, we cannot do it alone. We had meaningful collaboration with Rotary, right from the time of 9110 at Kenya. Several like that. I've visited, we've had programs, and again, the beauty of it is that it's not just that we are training, it's just not that we are skilling, we are giving them the required skill, but we even choose them, it's about skilling and at the same time providing an enabling environment to operate where they can unleash that potential in them, in terms of the necessary equipment to work with. We have done that so well in Rotary. I want to thank you very much. Give Rotary a round of applause. that was a time when we normally use it, and I say, by 5 by 4, so we must belong to where? And that's why I will engage myself as where Igogo, because what we did so well for me in Igogo, I'm from Igogo, I'm from Igogo, and you can see that massive building there. We are every day. I think that we've had the largest number. We have the best fire now. If you look you see, on why we do money because we have. What? So, I want to thank Rotary for what we've been doing. We are part of the system. We are all together in this journey. And Mr. Governor is so passionate. If you realize the first tenure of Mr. Governor is about things. Second tenure, that's the second one for 4 years, 2 years plus now, is about things plus. And what is that plus there? It's about social inclusion. It's like you are running all-inclusive government. And you can't be all-inclusive if you are not taking care of those over there. Everybody must be involved. Irrespective of your background or anything, religion or whatever, you must have a feel of what good governance in Lagos. That's very key. Then the other one is about gender equality. And if you look at even go to our country, more of what? The female, more of women, more of girls, which is very key. Gender equality, we must engage everybody. Then above what is about youth development. That is the plus in the 10th plus of Mr. Government. And if you go through all the development strategy, the agenda of the state government, all of them, the projects, the programs are all geared towards achieving that content, the robust content of the 10th plus. And we can't do it alone. If not, then we look out for those who are ready, that are ready to support the vision of Mr. Governor. And I want to thank on behalf of Mr. PAG Akeem Sunmonu for support that vision so that Lagos State will continue to excel and will continue to build our youth, will continue to build the nation, and will be able to be very relevant and contribute meaningfully not only to themselves but to the development of the economy of Lagos and Nigeria as a whole. You know, when she was talking, something came to my mind. Rotary has been doing so well. We must have an engagement. Rotary, sort of governor, Rotary, sort of deputy governor. That we need to do it activity. Madam, just keep reminding me. If there is a space for us. Maybe the Epe, you know, I'm going to Layi Abidoye. Maybe there is a way we can wrap it, we can do something so that we'll be we want to see Mr. Governor. This is us. This is what we are going to amend. You know, we can't talk of event. Then we will have a nice time. And Mr. Governor is about to be by this year is election year. And already by next year, somebody the time somebody who has been supporting us. I think if not at all, if there's a way we can work it out. No, program but there's a way we can work it out. And there's need for it we'll do because we've had different organizations meeting, we have Rome Business School, because we have a lot to offer. You have built for us at Igogo, you have built for us at Odomola, you've given us equipment severally, we've had engagement, you have done something with 9 hours ago. At least we can come up with this catalog of event, and we now have a vision for 2026, so we can begin to make arrangement and book a date when Commissioner comes. I think we'll be able to discuss that and move forward because we must acknowledge all that you do, even for us in Lagos State, for you to even come down. Because the men I'm seeing there, you are not just there, you are captain of your own industry. What you are doing is just part of what you are doing to support the system. You have made your mark in your industry. You have occupied vantage position. Like me, when I had Odomola, that was where I got my feet. I was a lecturer at the Lagos State College of Primary Education, now Lagos State University of Education, Ijewere campus, and that's where. That was where I started, including the deputy governor, former deputy governor, who is now a senator. We all stayed at Odomola. I stayed at Boka. Deputy Governor Adebule stayed at Odomola and my Don Yiko. Those that stayed there, I think we are conversant. Ile Babadon Lubon, they are along the road. The Adewale house, that area too. We all stayed there. We are all moving together. I can imagine, and with the number of trainees that we have there now, I show that people are. I imagine you not citing that. That means that gap has not been filled. You have helped us to fill that gap. It's not there for us to build on it. To what? To build on it. I want to assure you that edifice will be sustained and well managed. And I wrote something that because we have a plan that I want to discuss with my director. I think I will have to. Now we want to do what we call, we want to quality assure our products. We want to go quality assurance now. You know, vocational has gone through way down there, but at the end of the day, when they move out, 21st century is about competition. It's a competitive world. And in the world of competition, you must have what we call USP, your unique selling points. We must be able to build in them so that by the time they move on to the field, they have something to offer above what is on ground in the market. You must have your USP, and that is what we are supposed to do as what? As a ministry. What are those things? Apart from the technical skill, what are the basic soft skills? Branding, digital marketing, all of them. They will have photography, but the soft skill for you to excel, for you to survive, for you to make it there in the competitive world, the 21st century that we are talking about, we must provide, and that's what I want to share with them. Okay, by the time we are turning out this chunk of people who are so skilled, because we know just hold on a minute, because we are talking about, so we need to come up with a strategy. We want to have a discussion around that so that we can have a joint presentation, joint seminar. We invite captains of industry. We have those that have excelled. We do what we call experience sharing. We do so many things. I know the trainer, those the facilitators, the instructors, they have something to offer. I know all these people that they have made it in their distance. We're organizing a seminar in each of the vocational centers. I'm happy they did here. We'll invite them. This one, we talk about that like we do for Job Initiative Lagos, Ebo Digital. We'll have such a program and we'll invite them and they can now. So when they are moving to that field, you know, it's not as at the end of the day, and you discover that some vocational center, our own is different here. You know, in Lagos State, we have different ministries or agencies doing vocational training. WAPA is there, West Christian is there. I think for us, we must do something that is different. And something that's why we are coming up with the quality. I know they have it. And that's why we have people monitors and everything. But we want to improve on what is already on ground in terms of having quality assurance department where we can do some things. I know we engage them in soft skills, but there are areas of improvement now concerning the present requirement. I think we'll be able to do that. So that when our collaborators, those that they have invested, you know, it's an investment. By the time you come back and you see somebody excelling and interview, I went to Odumola Vocational, Odumola Rotary Vocational Training Centre, Odumola. You'll be happy that okay, this is a product of what I invested in, of my own initiative or my contribution giving back to the society. On that note, I want to thank you because one of us is retiring today. I want to go there. Yes, boss. This is my cousin. He's retiring today. I want to money. So I just want to know at you. And get a couple of shillings. So I want to thank you for being here, and I want to assure you that we will maintain the relationship and we'll move further. We'll forge ahead in this business that we are in together. And we want more. It's like Oliver Twist. And we want more. You can see the rollout. We have something on ground. The rest assured. Everything will be well managed and well spent. So thank you for being here. Thank you for taking out your time. Thank you for being very supportive. Thank you for God bless you. So you can now sign. Come and sit down here.
Yes.
You see that? You see that, man? So the last one.
We went through some. I hope we didn't change anything.
Mr. Fred, so I go to the center table. Come and sit down here.
Yes, my son is seeing.
Next one. So I have to marry my daughter.
Before you know what is happening, if you don't have a vision of what you want to do, if you didn't have one year, you end up doing nothing. That's why you carry incoming. Those is part of the system. Yes. Okay, that's nice. Okay. Are we standing together at the same time? Okay. We have to go to this list.
Yes.
To this list. sign. My sign. Man, to be looking for Abi Babu.
Yeah, so I guess we can first time that
Ceremony. Very good.
Then I will still talk after.
Yes, got another program.
Yes.
I'm glad that we were able to. I'm glad that we're able to get this done today the proper way. This is the proper way. 2018, Dr. Adeniran and his entourage also came here. And at that time, well, we're lucky the essay was around, that special advisor was around at that time. And we also went in there to pay him the courtesy essay. Unfortunately today, the Honorable Commissioner is not around. So he was in here yesterday for essay. So you know, all these things are politics. We always have one state function or the other to attend. But he helps us to give you a warm welcome.
Thank you for giving us.
I was telling you about the Honorable Commissioner not being around in a way on state for state function. So I think you have one thing to say. Introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. My director, Rotarians. I am Mrs. Additional Olayemi. I'm the principal, the head of Rotary Vocational Training Centre at Ijewere. I want to appreciate what Rotary has been doing ever since 2018. Just like, I think 2-3 years ago, there is this partnership that Rotary has with First Bank, which has to do with the empowerment, with empowering most of our trainees. And I hope, sir, that empowerment will continue. So not just to Rotary alone, but to all of our vocational training centers across our agencies. Thank you, sir.
So did you say?
Yes, once again, I want to thank the permanent secretary and the director of the Lagos State Agency for Mass Education. Like I said to her, we have met a couple of times at our office. Vocational Training Centre activities is not new to me. When Dr. Ogunbade Jobu, she mentioned was the district governor, I served him as the chief of staff then. And the gentleman in white there was the special assistant to the governor, so we knew how the people went. And so when Epe came, taking from that experience, we knew the proper way to chat. And like she said, we have done things properly this way. And this was what I wanted, that we should do things appropriately. Very structured. There is continuity, not only in Rotary, but in governance generally. And like I told her, I introduced him to you when you came.
Yes, sir.
Whatever I am doing today at Igogo, at Odumola, is just for a moment, for a year. Whatever we cannot finish, it continues. And that's how it goes. So it's not personal, it's a district project which we have subscribed to, making sure that everything ends well. And they say that all is well that ends well. And we are glad today. Education is not the only intervention that Rotary has between ourselves and the Lagos State government. We are on health, we are on child and maternal health, we are on basic education and literacy, which is part of what we are doing here. We are on community economic development, which we mentioned, empowerment of the less privileged. Peace building, conflict resolution and prevention is also part of our areas of focus, and disease prevention and treatment. So generally, we do a lot of things. And this month, being the month of January, is designated by Rotary International as the vocational month. So we believe that there is dignity in labor. we believe that it is not only those who are educated that should have access to building up themselves or making themselves productive in society. All of us, whether you are skilled or unskilled, you must still contribute your quota to nation building. And so, we keyed into the team's agenda of the Lagos State government and the team's plus agenda too, because we believe that it's a partnership that is sustainable. Just last year on the 1st of August, we were at the State House in Marina to visit the Lagos State government, and we told the governor that we will still have cause to come again. I met the governor about 3 weeks ago at the Trust Fund town hall meeting when we were invited, and I greeted him. But we still believe that the more we go on with the governor and the government at large, better things will come. So our investment, our intervention in Lagos State cannot be less than more than 2 billion naira annually. And we're talking about Lagos State alone because we're in Lagos and Ogun State. And it is not something that we have stopped. Just on the 1st of January at the General Hospital in Bebileki, where the First Lady went to present gifts to the first baby of the year. The women in the Rotary Committee of our district were there. They were, yes, just to support the First Lady. And that's what we do. You will see us at the Island Maternity on the 1st of January every year and on the 25th of December every year. That Rotary Club of Lagos Central does that. So generally speaking, we are at all the spheres of activities of Lagos State. And we take pride in the fact that when we start, we don't count cost or profit. What we are doing, I mean, our children are not there, but we believe that we must do our best to make the society better for all of us. So in all spheres of life, in all areas of activities, there is nowhere that Rotary has not intervened. So today is about education, tomorrow is about health, next tomorrow is about public image, the next one is about community development, and that is what we do all over the world, because it is a global organization. So today we thank you once again for welcoming us, and we are here, and we would also like the permanent secretary to facilitate another meeting between us and the government, government of Lagos State, so that we can still give further impetus to what we have done.
Is there something now that you've had an engagement before?
Yes,
we want
yes.
to build on that.
Yes, we want
using
to.
vocational center.
Yes, so
we
we
discussed with my boss. So you see, we can let me just give my. I know. Continue, sir.
Okay, so today we thank God that He has given us this day, and we can't thank Mrs. Kalesanwo enough. When it comes to diligence, when it comes to commitment, when it comes to dedication, when it comes to passion, give it to her. Transparency. She is just one person that you would want to work with. And I am happy working with her. We are happy working with her. And together with all members of our team. I've given my word that we will make sure that the Vocational Training Centre at Odumola is functional, is effective, and it is something that we'll be proud of once again for having us.
Thank you, my DG.
Thank you very much, sir. One last statement. I mean, it's like, okay, but one last statement. I just want you to, Digisa and the incoming Digisa, you will help me to educate Rotarians about Odumola. We had a similar issue to what I want to say when we started off Rotary Pediatrics at Igbo. Yes, the name of the center is Rotary Vocational Training Centre. But that center has been handed over to Lagos State government for the day-to-day work. And we see it as ours, and that you are supporting Lagos State government in that area. But from time to time, we have some Rotarians who will just walk into the center. Yes, it is our own now. We want to use it today. We want to do this tomorrow. Please help us. There is what I'm glad, sir, when you're talking that, I believe in protocol. There are ways of doing things properly. It was built by Rotary and handed over to the state government. But for transparency and accountability, if they want to make use of the hall, or they want to bring trainees into the center, you heard what you said, that they turn them back because the center has the capacity. The same thing happened when we started Ibobo. Because of the crowd, we had to start, turning them back and telling them, okay, don't worry. Initially, we used to do 9 months training. But because of the number of people who are interested in vocational training, we introduced the 3 months, 6 months, and to accommodate all of them. So the second time they'll get a revamp. But please help us appeal to Rotarians. If they want to make use of the hall, write a letter to me through them, just drop it with them. And then so that, we have a file. Rotary has a file. Files, not even a file. Files. So such things will go into the files and it will be well documented. We know you do it for us, yes, but they are doing it to us. Please help us just tell them that they should abide by our own rules and regulations. And on that note, if you will permit me, yes, the DG, if you will permit me, I know Rotary also has its own protocol and ways of doing things. This is the first time we are meeting Rotarian, you know that I'm doing like this, sir. You know, like what I'm going to do. This is the first time I'm meeting Rotarian friend, Ijewere, who is the chairman of the center-based committee. If you will permit him, sir, let him tell us what are your plans for Ojobola?
Why not? It's
Thank
part
you,
of the delegation.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Fellow chairs. Yes, when my GGPs notified me that I'll be appointed as the chairman, I tend not to take on certain chairmanships of the Rotary. For this particular one, when we talk about vocation center, I'm extremely excited about that. And the reason I'm excited, first of all, is that in our country, Nigeria, we do have a skills gap between the educational sector with its curriculum and industry on one hand. Also, you talk about unique selling points. We also have the issue that where we want to direct our country to, we are also not building those skills. A lot of the skills that we teach our children, that they've gone abroad. But we have industries in the country that need their skills. So part of what I'm looking forward to when we meet regularly, hopefully our committee should probably have this on a monthly basis, of what focus should be collaborating with industry. For the Epe Vocational Training Centre, I'm looking at us going to visit, for instance, Alaro complex, coordinating with them, find out the industries are there, and seeing how we can get them to tell us what they require, the skills they require, and we pull that into the model so that there's a sync between both of them, and anybody that comes out of our team goes into that. Now, like you rightfully said, it's good that we have the hairdressing, the barbering, and what it is. I don't have a bias against it. I just feel that we've rehashed that so many times in vocational centers. Like you rightfully said, plumbing skills. There are a lot of plumbers that are going around. They really don't have the skills, but they're doing what they know best. So if we can put standards that the vocational centers instead of graduated from there, you know that this particular artisan has those proper skills that have been certified by the vocational center. Now, one of the focuses I did put in was what's called? Yes.
Digital photography. That's what
Current skills that can pull them into. So this is important for our generation. Like I said, there is a skills gap between what the educational curriculum is, although there's been very good improvement that the federal government now has come up with a new curriculum. They're pushing it in, and a lot of publishers are screaming, "It's too fast, they don't have enough material for it." But one thing I've learned is if you don't push something in Nigeria, it doesn't get done. Keep on getting it. I suppose that's why also the president is pushing new tax law. Whether we like it or not. But it's the way to do it in Nigeria. Yes. I also mentioned this because I'm a director of Lanre Adedoyin PLC, which is one of the probably the largest publishing house. Yes, former long man. And so I have a passion for education. From my base, which is Edo State, I have 3 schools. I have a primary school, a secondary school, and a polytechnic in Edo State that I oversee. So education and children's progress is part of my passion. So I hope to bring this passion to the committee, and we work together in guiding and delivering our own part of our own progress of this country. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, sorry, let me address the issue you raised now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, the building or the project is Rotary project, no doubt about that. And it's for Rotarians, it's their efforts, it's their sweat. You know? And like you said, once we are giving it out, what we expect is collaboration, not imposition or anything. And this question was specifically addressed by me when I visited the Vocational Training Centre on the 19th of December, the day we did the inauguration. The question was asked, and I said, if you have to do anything, you know, we have a local Rotary club here, Rotary Club of Epe Metro. Now that we have a center-based management committee, whatever you want to do through them. So that it does not look as if, our organization is a structured one, and we believe in protocol, we believe in procedure, and we believe in rule, that walk through them, whatever is possible, you would know, whatever you need to do, we will do, because we do not want any interference in the administration of that vocational center. We didn't have any problem at Google, so I do not say that we will have any at Odomala. So on that issue, we are on the same page that things should be done properly. I've addressed it, and I'm saying it again, openly here in the presence of the chairman and he's a committee member, so that we will know that that's where we stand. We want things to be done properly. If a Rotary Club or anyone affiliated to Rotary wants to use the place, let them go through the chairman or the procedure so that things can be done smoothly. We don't have any cause to come and interfere in whatever you are doing and all that. All that has gone in the past is past. Now we are operating on a new league of life.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. On that note, I want to call on Mrs. Omotunde Olaleye, who is the head of the department for vocation, to give the vote on that. And first of all, I apologize for telling this. Actually, lost my cousin.
Sorry.
So, my apologies. My permanent secretary, sir, and my director is Oluwakemi Kalesanwo. Members of Rotary District 9112, ably led by Rotarian Lanre Adedoyin.
We thank you very much for coming. I must say that today is the day the Lord has made, and we thank Rotary for all the interventions, the collaboration, and we are hopeful that in the future we're still going to have more collaboration, because now we have Rotary Vocational Training Centre in 2 of the divisions of Lagos State. Other divisions are also there. Wadaki division is there, Lagos division is there, and of course the Ikeja division. And I recall that there was a time, if my director could also remember, that we were going to have something in Lagos division, but one thing led to the other. But we're still very much hopeful. We thank you for the intervention, and I'm sure that the good people of Lagos State will continue to be grateful for what Rotary has been doing, because the truth is there is skills gap in Nigeria. We want to see more of the likes of what is his name now? Vicky James, the one in Abuja, what is his name now? The one that does Shady Body. And even in the area of building, in the area of housing, in the area of estate development, we want to see more plumbers. I have a cousin who is into real estate, and most time he'll tell me that they usually have issue with plumbers. And I'm glad my director said very soon plumbing is taking off in Odomola. We thank you once again, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.
We appreciate
Let's
you.
take a good photograph.
Good photograph. Oh yeah, see photo you man, come on, you make a head no. I don't see photo president. Why don't? I want to say something. If I'm permitted. This group is not gender sensitive.
Okay, yes. You said the women, we gave adequate notice to them. But for one reason or the other, we sent the apologies yesterday. And I said, this program must go on. Otherwise, if we have to wait for them, we'll do another day. And I believe that this is more important for us to do than to wait. So there's one of them that knows you well that I thought would have been here with us for today. So our organization is a gender-friendly organization.
It's not romantic. Enjoy ma, please join us. But I'm a group, they come join you.
Sorry. Okay, that's good.
Thank you very, very much, sir. I hope to watch with you. Even if it's not